What's going on, guys? WhiteFox1225 here. Today we're going to do a comparison of Battlefield 4 and Call of Duty Ghosts. I'm not really going to say which game is better than the other. I'm just going to sort of say which game is better in which category, and so then you can decide which game is better for you. So let's start off with the gameplay. So Battlefield 4 and Call of Duty, this is probably the biggest difference between them. Battlefield 4 features vehicle and infantry combat, and bigger maps, and a little bit more health than Call of Duty. And Call of Duty features smaller maps, infantry combat, and instead of vehicle combat, they have kill streaks, which Battlefield doesn't. So you guys probably already know this, but I'm just going over it real quick. So I'll talk about the gameplay a little more, but right now let's talk about the maps. So Battlefield 4 has a lot bigger maps, and anyone who's played a Battlefield game knows that the maps are huge. But the one big thing that a lot of the games we're talking about this year is dynamic maps, how the maps change as you play. I have to say Battlefield really did a lot better at this than Call of Duty did. Battlefield 4 has some huge levolution events like buildings falling down and like hurricanes coming in, and Call of Duty's dynamic maps just can be like really kind of sad. Like in Battlefield 4, like the tower in Sage of Shanghai can fall down, and that just completely changes the map. But in Call of Duty, that's just map where if you shoot a tree, it falls down, and that's the dynamic feature for that map. And it can get like really kind of lame, actually, but I mean, they do have some cool ones. There's some maps where if you get like if you complete the field order, which is sort of like an assignment for that match, you can you get like a mortar strike, and that can come in down on the map. So some of them are really cool and do change the map, but like I said, some of them can be pretty bad and not really that great. So let's talk about balancing. So Battlefield 4 does a pretty good job at balancing. I think it does a better job at balancing than it did in Battlefield 3. But Call of Duty does a way better job at balancing. There's so many guns and they all feel different, but they're all pretty well balanced. Also, the kill streaks aren't as powerful as they used to be, so it's not like an AC-130 is going to come in and just completely destroy your team. Most of the kill streaks are player used, so they actually take skill to use. So yeah, Call of Duty is extremely well balanced. I see this is the best balanced Call of Duty since Call of Duty 4. Battlefield is better balanced. I mean, they tried to do some stuff like giving the support class C4, and they did a better job with it, but still, I think the Assault and Engineer classes are still going to be the go-to classes for Battlefield. And if you want to hear more about the balancing in Battlefield, you can go to my review of Battlefield on my website. On my channel. So let's talk about technical problems in the games. So Battlefield 4 is experiencing some netcode problems, and that means like you can not even see someone and they could kill you because on their screen they killed you. That's a huge problem for multiplayer video games. I see that's probably the biggest problem with Battlefield 4 right now. And Call of Duty, it's pretty bug free. I mean, there were some lag problems, but those are all pretty gone. So it's pretty bug free, but it's also a much smaller game than Battlefield, so you kind of have to keep that in mind. But yeah, so if you want a game that's going to be bug-free the first day you pick it up, you're going to want to get Call of Duty. So now let's talk about customizing your character. So I think Call of Duty did a better job than Battlefield about customizing your character, just because you can actually customize the way your character looks, along with gun skins and perks and attachments. Both games did step it up. So Battlefield, there's way more camos than there were in Battlefield 3. In Battlefield 3, there were almost no camos for any weapons. Battlefield 4, there's a lot, more than Call of Duty. But there's a lot of weapon paints, and it's really awesome. I was really impressed with the amount of the way you can customize your weapons. There's actually like, I think 8 knives that you can choose from. There's actually some really cool ones. There's like the Shiv and the stuff like that. So it's actually really cool. And I was really impressed with how much you could customize your kit in Battlefield. Unfortunately, you can't customize the way your character looks other than some camos. But you can't really customize the head or anything like that. But you can customize the camo he wears, which is kind of cool. But I still wish that they incorporated the amount of character customization that Call of Duty Ghost had. So let's talk more about Call of Duty Ghost and how you can customize your character in that. So you can actually customize the way your character looks, like the head, you can customize the gender, you can customize the uniform he's wearing. There's actually a lot of different ways to change the way your character looks. I actually think there's like 20,000 different combinations, which is actually really cool. I think they did a really good job with the perk system. There are a lot of new cool perks. I also like how they brought back the Pick 10 system for Black Ops 2. And overall, I think you can really customize your character the way you want to. Also, Call of Duty brought in a new game mode called Squads Mode. This is really cool because you get to see all the characters you created sort of come together and work together, and it's a really nice addition to the game. So you guys aren't going to be surprised, but I'm going to talk about graphics now, and Battlefield 4 is the winner. Battlefield 4 has really great graphics, and Call of Duty actually I think has pretty bad graphics. I actually think compared to some of the other Call of Duties, some of the multiplayer maps can actually look pretty bad. There are some parts with the lighting that it looks good, but there are some detailed things that I think look really bad, and Battlefield 4 just looks incredible. So if you are going to buy a game based on graphics, there's no other choice than Battlefield 4, not only in a military shooter, but really in any game at all. So I just wanted to quickly talk about weapons. Battlefield, both games have a lot of weapons. I think Battlefield might have slightly more weapons. I think you can modify the weapons in Call of Duty better. I think you can really change the way the weapons work more. Like in Call of Duty, there's an attachment where you can change your gun to single shot, and it just changes the whole performance of the gun. It gets more damage. It just really changes any gun into like a sort of a marksman rifle, and it really helps you almost not even modify a weapon, but really kind of create your own weapon, which I really like, and something that I don't think Battlefield does at all. So now let's talk about the actual weapons. I think Call of Duty does a really good job with their gun design. They have some really cool guns, like a shotgun that's kind of like a revolver. And I think the reason that a lot of their guns have a really cool design is they actually sort of come up with their own ideas. They don't take real life guns. But if you are looking for realism in your gun design, Battlefield does have some really cool guns that are actually real guns, and I think they have a nice variety of weapons in the game. So moving on, just like wanted to quickly mention co-op, because that is kind of a multiplayer thing. It is sort of its own section, but I just want to mention that Battlefield 4 has no co-op, and Call of Duty does have extinction mode, which is really cool, although it is sort of short-lived. It really only has one level, and you can replay it, but it's kind of annoying that they didn't incorporate more levels. So I think both games are kind of lacking on the co-op aspect of things. So that's it for my comparison, guys. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will be posting more Battlefield and Call of Duty videos in the future, so if you are interested, make sure you subscribe. I also cover a lot of other stuff on my channel, like Elder Scrolls Online, The Walking Dead, lots of games. And so if you are interested, just make sure you check out my channel, and if you like what you see, make sure you subscribe, and hopefully I'll see you in the next one.